We are all across the bay.
We are.
Everywhere across the city. Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf.
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous morning out here.
And they don't know the fog is named Carl.
Charlemagne.
Yeah, nope, Carl. Charlemagne is the long version.
Okay.
Carl is the short version. And if you don't know what we're talking about, the fog that's constantly around the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge, they gave it a name, and it's Carl out here. But I can say this about this point out here. It's a lot of stuff to do out here.
Oh, my God. It's all, and Alcatraz is right over there. Now,
you just have to always
yes,
bring
because
it up.
here's the thing. Okay, officially, no one has ever escaped. But three guys back in the 60s left Alcatraz. Nobody ever found them, and you were saying
0% you can escape from
But
that.
you said you could.
If I had London. All right, other than that, it'll be good. But, you know, athletes going to try to get the job done.
So London would swim, and you would be on his back.
Yes. It's sealed. All right, he gonna float. Buoyancy. So that's what I want right there. He gives us a chance to make it back to the Bay, and that's all we want. And I can say this, you know, I'm a big military guy.
Yep.
It was good to see the military ships out here
Yeah,
by the
very
cruise
cool.
ships. You'd be shocked to see how big, huge, and humongous these ships are. I love it.
It's a gorgeous morning. We're going back to Radio Row, ton more interviews, and you know, I keep forgetting we got a game coming up too.
No, I'm having too much fun. Don't worry about the game. Take it one day at a time, my friend.
So, got to remind everyone, today's a big day.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it all week. The competition, me and you. We're going to go to the fan experience. You can still email. See, I'm being humble. I'm being humble right now.
Nature boy.
Washington
Fred
Get
Flair.
Loud at gmail.com. Tell us who you think is going to win, and then you automatically enter yourself into a sweepstakes. 2 tickets for the home opener, 2 field passes, parking. We're going to take care of you, so let us know who you think is going to win.
You know who's going to win.
This guy. The Get Loud podcast is presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. Here we are, final day here in San Francisco, but man, we are loaded, starting with the quarterback. QB1 for your Commanders, Jayden Daniels is here. He's going to talk about his plans for the offseason and how he's feeling.
Yep.
Also got Brian Urlacher, and he's going to tell us why London belongs in the Hall of Fame.
And I talked to the enemy. I talked to Darren Woodson, another future Hall of Famer, and you would love the interview that I had with him. Also, we got a couple of more guys in there, and I'm going to keep those and let those be a surprise.
Will we see a surprise on Sunday? The feeling around here tends to be Seahawks.
That scares me because I picked the Seahawks,
Yeah.
and when you don't, and when everybody leans one way, it scares me, Jinx.
Yeah.
It scares me when everybody leans one way. I truly think the Seahawks will win, but the game has to be played.
I'm going with Seattle as well. I think Drake May is going to have a hard time against that Seattle defensive front. They're good on all 3 levels, but particularly on the line, I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
I think it's the redemption game for one Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I think he puts the world on alert. He lets them know I'm here to stay. The last 2 years, I've had the best record out of any other quarterback. And that defense, I won't call you the Legion of Boom because they say call them the dark side. There's a chance that the dark side could go win this game.
We're going to find out what other people think, and we start with our quarterback.
Let's do it.
Commanders fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders, here to help you experience all the action from football to funk and every other live event at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek has the ticket. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders and Northwest Stadium. Man, how lucky we ran into Jayden Daniels here, getting ready for the Super Bowl. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good.
Yeah. Health going all right?
Yeah, health is doing real good.
I know people wanted me to ask about that because people are concerned about you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm in one tack.
What's it like to be a part of an event like this? I mean, it's hard not to get starstruck being here.
It's crazy. You get to fellowship with your peers that you don't get to talk to often. So that's kind of what this whole weekend is about.
Does it serve as any motivation? Because obviously the goal is to win the Super Bowl, and you look around and you think, I want to be a part of this, except in the game.
Yeah, man. I most definitely want to be out here when it's Super Bowl weekend, but playing in the game for sure.
When you've had a tough season like this, what sort of mindset do you use going into the offseason? Because this is really something you haven't experienced before.
You just got to learn from it, lean on the people closest to you, and kind of just go from there. You kind of don't want to take too much into the next year, but obviously use that as motivation too.
So what did you learn from it? Is there something that surprised you going through some adversity?
I think I just learned how much I learned more about myself and how much more I could persevere through things.
Yeah. Now you got a new offensive coordinator, so it's going to be different but the same because certainly this is someone who knows you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to work with Blau and what he's going to bring. Obviously, he knows me. He's been with me for 2 years, so we kind of could bounce ideas and build this offense together.
What is his work going to look like in the offseason?
I'm just putting my head down and working now, taking it day by day. Not really trying to count too much, looking forward, but staying present in the moment.
Jayden, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Fred Smoot here. I'm with Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher, and I got one question for you. And we're going to talk about London Fletcher. Do you feel London Fletcher is way overdue for the for the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame. Should have. Let me hold you. Okay, so I feel like London should have been a long time ago. You look at his stats. You got me, Ray. Zach, these are guys I'm comparing to. Patrick Willis just got in. He's a Hall of Famer, man. You look at his numbers. He has like 1 million tackles. I played against him. I watched him play. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why he doesn't get more play. It's frustrating. He should be in. There's no doubt.
I call it the Hall of damn shame because it's guys like that should be in there.
Belichick didn't get in this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Best coach of all. He got 8 Super Bowl rings and didn't get the Hall of Fame. I mean, it pisses me off. I mean, but I'm a more of a pro player guy. Smoot. That's you.
Yeah, like me.
London should be in the Hall of Fame. No doubt.
Most definitely. And going that long without missing a game. I think it's just things
that's it. With 200 and something games without missing a game.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Guys don't do that.
Yep. I appreciate that, Brian, man. Thank you so much. Hall of Famer, great guy. Thank you, Brian.
3-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, more rushing yards than any player in NFL history. Of course, I'm talking about Emmitt Smith. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What's it like to be back here, not necessarily at this place, but be back in an environment where you were part of this madness and a part of a game and made history in the process?
It's always fun to come back and see current players, former players walking the halls, everyone talking about the game of football. You see Bo Jackson on the set right now. Long time since I've seen Bo Jackson. But you come back, you appreciate the game from a different perspective, but you also know that these two teams that are about to play on Sunday are getting ready mentally, emotionally, physically to get ready to go play one of the biggest games that they ever played in.
And this is a fascinating matchup. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing 2 solid defenses. I know Mark Vrabel come from a long lineage of winning coaches like Bill Belichick, so he understands how to prepare his team. This is going to be a little different because he's preparing his team for the Super Bowl, not just a regular season game. However, just understanding and leaning on Belichick for advice during this time is going to pay major dividends for him and his team. Seattle, on the other hand, they've been to the game a number of times as well. So they understand how to travel, how to prepare with the travel and everything else. They didn't have to travel as far as New England, but they got here. But nonetheless, I expect a very good game by both teams, solid defenses. I like Seattle because they're aggressive and they are a complete football team.
Yeah. I have to ask you, what do you remember from the Dallas-Washington days? Because these fans, if I talk to Emmitt Smith, they're going to say, ask him about the Redskins and the Cowboys.
I remember the Cowboys dominating in the mid-'90s all the way up. That's what I remember. I remember us winning like 6 or 7 years straight. That's what I remember.
That's kind of what I thought I was going to get. Emmitt, thank you.
You're welcome.
Fred Smoot Get Loud Show. I'm right here with one of my favorites, Malcolm Butler. Make one of the biggest plays in New England history. How does it feel to be back at the Super Bowl, watching your team again be in the Super Bowl?
Man, I come back every year, but this one is different.
Yeah.
This one's different, the rematch. Just an honor to be here. And
you made that play in that game. How does it feel to see these two teams back together again?
It feel like I'm playing.
Yeah.
It feel like I'm playing, but I'm not. But I'm mentally playing. But, like, got to leave it up to the younger cats, and I hope we come out with the win. Well, we're going to come out with the win, 28-24, Patriots.
See, most people don't know Malcolm Butler is from Mississippi. I'm from Jackson. He from Vicksburg. We went to the same junior college. Let them know where you're from, man.
Vicksburg, Mississippi, Hines Community College. The apple don't fall too far from the tree.
That's what I'm talking about. We got the best cover corners in the world. We got the best football players in the world. Shout out to Mississippi. Thank y'all. Malcolm Butler right here. Thank you, brother. Fred Smoot here with the one and only Darren Woodson. And I got to ask you a very intimate question when it comes to When it comes to the Washington Dallas competition, give me your fondest memory of that game.
Man, I'll tell you what. You don't remember this, but my first year we played at RFK Stadium.
All right.
And RFK, the stadium was right on the field. It was like right up on you, and the bleachers were right up on you.
Stadium.
Very intimate stadium. And the fans are right up on you. I got called every name. Like, they talked about my mama. They talked about my mama. That's why I don't like y'all. That's why I can't say they talk about
You ain't talking how y'all treat us in Dallas now. Come on.
Like hospitality. That's Southern hospitality.
It goes backwards. Don't forget I'm from Mississippi.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But it was. I tell you what, as far as atmosphere, and I always tell people now, RFK Stadium was the best place to play football.
Oh, really?
Because they were right up on you. There was a true rivalry. There was a lot of trash talking going on, but it was a grass field, man, and it just felt like football back then.
Do you agree with me? Our division only wins Super Bowls when all 4 teams are good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can remember a time when I first came in the league in '92, the Redskins had been Super Bowl champions. The Giants had been – it was like 4 or 5 straight years of all NFC champs. Yeah, and it's just – that's when the division is good, and y'all are back. Like, Jayden got hurt last year, but y'all are back too. So it's iron sharpens iron, and I'm a firm believer. Like, I don't care who you are. If you're in NFC East and you're playing in Super Bowl, I'm gonna root for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way.
I can't stand y'all during the year.
Oh, that's how you.
But I want you to represent me. In the NFC East, the conference, and the division when you get to the Super Bowl.
Well, hopefully you get your just desserts like London, Fletcher, like B. Mitch. You deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, brother, and your time is coming. Appreciate you, man.
You too, man. God bless you, brother.
Fred Smoot here with one of the greatest wide receivers to ever do it, Hall of Famer Andre Reed. I want to ask you this.
Let's go.
Take me through your Super Bowl, especially against Washington. What memories do you have?
Oh, we gotta be pretty bad. But you know what, Fred? If you turn the ball over like we did in that game, you ain't gonna beat the high school team. So, and they were the best team in football that year.
Was there anything about that team in particular that stuck out to you, especially as an offensive player?
Just solid everywhere, all the way from the front line, all the way to the DBs. Coaching was great. I mean, Joe Gibbs did. Come on.
Yeah. Now, speaking of it, we finna get our new stadium, but it'll probably be done in about 3 years. How do you feel about the Bills' new stadium? Because y'all stadium has always been a weapon for y'all. Do you feel like y'all gonna have that true home field advantage in this new stadium?
Well, known to be a lot of people that they're not covering it. So it's still going to be out there in the elements. With technology now, it's a $2 billion stadium. They're going to find ways. Yeah, and then the field's going to be heated under there. Yeah. But we still going to have that element of, it's still cold out here and all that kind of stuff, because that was our thing.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, best defensive back from Washington you play. You ain't got to say Darren Green. If it's somebody else, you can say that other person's name. Who gave you the most problems and in a Washington uniform? I wish I could have played against you, so it ain't me.
See, I was just going to say Fred Smooth. I called him Smooth because he was smooth when he played. You said a great name, Darryl Green.
Darryl Green.
And I got a chance to play against Champ Bailey his first year
all right.
when he was with Darryl.
Champ was young, yeah.
And to this day, he credits Darryl Green to his rise to being a great Hall of Fame defensive back.
Yeah,
and I'm on the field my last year with Dion, Darryl Green, Champ Bailey.
Yeah. That was
and guess who else was on there? Urban Fryer was on the team. Me, Urban Fryer. It was just a plethora of NFL of athletes.
I said that my intro to the league I thought was the golden years of NFL football, because we still played against y'all's the great. Y'all was starting to retire, but then I had a lot of great guys come in with me, man. Thanks, Dre. Thanks for giving us time. Thanks for being
Let me tell you, you were always one of my favorite guys to watch, and I think you should get your credit, and it will come, because you were under all those guys, and you study. You're a studier, and guess what? It paid dividends on the field for you, and I love the way you played. So.
I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for the interview. Always. All right. Thanks, man. I'm here with one of the Seattle Seahawks great. He also played with Washington. They don't like to tell you that played for Washington.
I did.
I want to hear right now, how do you feel about this Super Bowl, and do you think Seattle got a chance to win this thing?
It's super exciting. So many reasons. I've got great relationships with Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, Jackson Smith. Those are my boys. You know, you used to call them little bros, but they like you like Uncle Shaun.
No, they call us Unc now. They call us Unc.
Dang, we that old?
We that old.
But what's really cool is when Seattle. It's been 20 years. I played in Super Bowl 40 with Seattle. We in Super Bowl 60, so it's 4 Super Bowls in 20 years. So every 5 years they going
to the Super Bowl.
Before it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? And so it's a really honor. I'm really excited to know that we helped build something that that it's a real football
it endures.
organization. Yeah.
Speaking of your Super Bowl team, how would you compare this team to your Super Bowl team? Because I look at this team, they complete. They have no weaknesses.
Yeah, very similar, very similar. Unknown defense that just plays hard, hits a lot of people. Offense, they got a good tailback,
Kenneth Walker runs the ball.
Aggressive offensive line, quarterback that's like probably a little bit better than what you want, but also you're like, that was Hasselbeck, Everybody, when you're playing with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, they want to compare him to him.
Set the bar high.
Yeah, so high that all of a sudden everybody looked like, I was like, no, he's a solid quarterback.
Yeah.
That's Sam Darnold. So very similar, but they special teams is just lights out.
Do y'all get revenge for the Malcolm pick right now tonight?
I think so. I think it's 27-17. I think it's pretty dominant.
All right,
I think it's pretty dominant win.
Man. Thank you, Sean. Thanks, Sean, for taking your time, brother.
No doubt.
Always.
Well, we found legendary sportscaster Jim Gray, who has covered many Super Bowls. Actually, anything that has happened, you probably covered it over time. How much have you seen the NFL and the Super Bowl in particular grow during your career? Because now it's sort of hard to fathom.
Well, it started very small and it's grown to enormous.
Yeah.
So, it's always amazing to see this collection and what goes on. And this is only about the game and before the game and to what this has turned into. And obviously we've had the revolution where it was in the beginning, print and talk radio, to now obviously where we are in the digital age. And so it's quite an ordeal.
What is going to make this Super Bowl different than other ones in terms of the matchup? What are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, they both won the same amount of games, obviously. New England has played one more, so they won one more. So their records and losses are identical. Two different style of teams. Nobody expected, obviously, at all that the Patriots would be here based on what has happened there the last couple of years. And Mayo getting fired, Vrabel coming in, and what Drake May has been able to do, having an MVP-type season, even though I believe Matthew Stafford should be and hopefully will be the MVP. And so, they've just grown and come so far so fast. Seattle has been more methodical. Obviously, we didn't know what would happen, and nobody really knew what would happen with Sam Darnold when he was able to come over from the Vikings in free agency, how that would go. But Coach McDonald has just done an incredible job, and Clint Kubiak, and look at that offense rolling, and even with the injury, and now they're right there in a position. So, Tom Brady said it on the Let's Go podcast last week, the show that we do on Sirius XM. Yeah. He said, if they played 10 times, he thought Seattle would win 6 times, so I'm going to take his expertise and go with that.
Well, that was my next question. Working with Tom, how fascinating is it to sort of pick his mind each and every week? Because you get insight that is just remarkable.
He's great. I mean, he's a better human being than he ever was a quarterback. So I think that kind of says all you need to know about Tom. It's a joy. We've been together a long time. Taught me so much, and but he's also just such a good guy. Wants to learn, wants to get better. Became a terrific broadcaster now over the course of just a couple of years for Fox, and he's diligent, he's hardworking, he's honorable, he's all those qualities that you would want. So to have been able to have been his partner and sit next to him and do this stuff for past 15 years, 16 years, whatever it's been, has been a great honor for me, and just it's so lucky. So yeah, he never says the same thing twice, which is pretty interesting considering we've done literally hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of interviews.
Yeah. You have to tell me about this Hall of Excellence, which sounds incredible and has some artifacts that are DC-based as well.
The Hall of Excellence is inside the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, on the second floor, and Tom and I have been thinking about the Hall of Excellence for about 7 or 8, 9 years, and we finally put it together. It opened up last July, and the Fontainebleau's been a great partner with Jeffrey Sofer and his team in building this out. And we have 320 of the greatest artifacts in our country's history, everything from Jackie Robinson's bat that broke the color barrier, to Babe Ruth's called shot bat, to Tom Brady's 7 rings, and a trophy from everything that's competed for in life, basically from the claret jug of Tom Weiskopf to the Heisman Trophy of Charles Woodson to Oprah Winfrey's Medal of Freedom to Clint Eastwood's first Academy Award for Unforgiven. You name it, it is in there. Billie Jean King's first Wimbledon dish, first U.S. Open trophy. And we just have all these great artifacts. LeBron James' first jersey the night he broke the record. And Ted Leonsis was wonderful. You asked about Washington. Ted Leonsis was wonderful. He sent us a jersey from the locker room the night that Ovechkin tied Wayne Gretzky, and he had both Wayne and Ovechkin sign it, so we hang that very proudly. And we have a baseball signed by every president, every United States president to throw out a first pitch since Woodrow Wilson, all the way up through President Obama, Biden, and President Trump. And we also have a golf ball or a golf club from every president to have played golf, all the way back to John F. Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, all the way up again to President Trump, who sent us a 3-pack of golf balls that he signed.
Well, Jim, it's been an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good luck to the Washington Commanders.
Thank you so much. Now it's time for your countdown to kickoff, presented by SeatGeek, the most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Today's mission is going to take a lot of energy. We're going to find out, do anybody in California know this man? A man that didn't play a lot, a man that didn't score a lot, a man think he knows a lot. But today, we will see, do anybody in the entire state of California know this man? Do you know this man? All right, but do you know this man? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I get more love in San Francisco country than this man. This is what I'm talking about. Who is this man? As you see, that's a 49ers jersey he has on. All right, he's from California. His nose is broken, so he cannot taste things. Can you name that old 49er?
It looks like a Photoshop picture of Kittle.
I call him George Fiddles. Thank you for trying. Yet again, in California, nobody knows you.
Kittle.
Everybody keeps saying you look like Kittle. Nah, this Logan Paulson and nobody knows him. Dude, he looks like he's a better draft guru than me, an ex-football player.
Everybody looks like they're better at what they do than you.
Why, thank you. This guy's name is Logan Paulson. Nobody knows him. He's a California guy, and I'm in California live, and nobody knows you. Nobody. Thank you so much.
Are you like roasting this person?
Thank you so much. Can you tell me who this old 49er is? All right? You ready?
Eric Johnson?
Eric? Who is Eric Johnson? Nobody knows. I think he played for the Argonauts in Canada for a while, too. Hey, listen, dude, for all your work that you've done, all your draft stuff, all your football playing, I repeat this, nobody, I mean, not one person in California knows you. Damn. We're going to call y'all the 49ers 5, all right? And it's going to take 5 of y'all to figure out who is this old 49er. You see him? You see him? Who? Hushek? No, Hushek, he was never good as Hushek. Logan Paulson? Do you know Logan? You know Logan? Logan Paulson. Yeah. Logan Paulson. Yeah, do you know this man? Do you know Logan Paulson? No, did you know this was Logan Paulson? No, you know Logan Paulson? Have you ever heard of him? Yeah, he could be.
Do you know this 49er? Huh? Do you know this 49er? Huh? Check this out. Check this out. You ever know this player right here? Say it. Huh? You know this man? Yeah, me neither.
What about this guy, Logan Paulson? Logan Paulson?
Tight end for he played for the Washington Redskins and for the 49ers.
Ding, 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 ding. We got one. The entire state of California, thousands of miles of shoreline, we found one man in San Francisco that knows this man. Celebrate.
It's been an amazing week. Can't believe it's over.
I can't believe it's over, but I want to thank SeatGeek because it's been a week to remember in San Francisco.
And this is what it's all about. You see the Lombardi Trophy? That's the real deal up there. That's why they've got police making sure that nobody gets too close.
You think if I went up there and tried to get it right now, they'll get me?
They couldn't get you.
All right, I understand.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of your speed and your athleticism,
yes,
there is still time to enter our contest. Next week on Get Loud, we're going to reveal the winner of our challenge between me and you. If you still want to enter to win those tickets, email us, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. Still time to enter the sweepstakes.
Right now, I don't know who you bet on, but your wise money.
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.